maybe, yeah, I'd kinda like it if you subscribed. It's alright if you would subscribe. And maybe as well, check out my band called Fifth Wave. If check it out, please. How are you doing today? I will show you how to play this song. Let me know. Standard tuning, no capo. I will show you all the parts. Let's get into this. So that's how to play the song. I'll go through everything now in a lot more detail. The song really exists of 3 chords, or 4. And I'll show you the rhythm part first. It's very easy. It's first as A minor 7, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, index finger 1st fret B string. And the strumming pattern, you can do 2 things. You can do up and down, which she does sometimes. So just up and down strokes. And live, she sometimes plays it like this. So that's down, down, up, down, down. And that's the same for every chord. So then when she goes to the D7, same strumming pattern. And when you go from this A minor 7 to the D7, be aware that you can just keep your index finger at the exact same spot. You only have to move your middle finger one fret down and your ring finger on the second fret of the E string, like that. And then she goes to this G chord, and she plays the G chord like this, and then goes to the other chord like this. But that's a bit more tricky, I'd say, than just playing the first G chord like this. So middle finger, third fret, G, E string, index finger, second fret, A string, pinky, third fret, bottom E string. Because then when you go to the next chord, you only have to place your ring finger on the third fret of the D string, and you can keep your fingers at the exact same spot. Because if you play the G like this, and then you have to switch to the other G, you have to move your hand a lot more, you see. So I'll do it slowly once. As you could see, I also made a sort of, well, not a mistake, but I played the G like this and then I went like this. That's also possible, but it's easier if you play the G exactly like this first, so pinky on the bottom E string. So that's really played throughout the entire song for the rhythm guitar. Now I will also show you the lead guitar, which is quite difficult to hear in the studio version, but in the live version you can hear it quite clearly. It goes like this. So the first chord really, because the lead guitar is really playing the same chord sort of with some add-ons to it, you could say, and at a different place. So the first he plays this A minor 9, and just always the pattern of playing the, well, for the first two chords it's the pattern of this D snare and then the E and the B snare. And then really the exact same thing, but then starting from the A fret. And then your index finger on the A fret, and you sort of have to bar your index finger to play this note and this note. You could also, for the first chord, already have your index finger over here, because it's sort of the exact same finger positioning, only you start at a different place. So then it goes. And then you go to this G major 7 over here. And then you go to this G major 7 over here. Sort of G major 13, I think. And again, bar your index finger for this. And then so for the next chord, you only have to release your middle finger. And then sometimes at the end in the live version he also plays these bottom strings, and you can do that quite however you like. There's no fixed pattern to that, so you can do. Or you can just freestyle that. I think that's what he does as well. And then we have this sort of solo that's played, where I think he uses sort of distortion of first pedal. This might be a bit too intense to what I'm using, but just for the idea. And then it's important that you get the slides right. It's not important that you hit every note at the exact same spot. So it goes, which goes. So we'll go through that together. So the first part, let's break it and pause. The first part is this. And when you do this, it's important that you, with your index finger, that you mute the D snare. So you place your index finger on the third fret of the A string, and by doing that, you are sort of muting this D snare, so that when you play it, you can just strum from the A to the G snare. You see, you don't have to. Oh, you could also pick them like this, like using your fingers for that, but I don't think that's necessary. So it's easier like this. So first this, and then so you hit these notes once, then you slide them up, and then back to the first note. Oh. And you know, when you hit the notes, it's not that important. You can also hit all the notes and don't do any slides like this. It all works. It's just what feels right, you know. Then the second part goes like this. So. And then you could, if you have a whammy bar, you could now use it. I can't find my whammy bar, but you can also just press your finger on that spot I found out. So there you get this effect. And then I think in the studio version it just ends there, but live he also plays this note at the end. So that's how to play the song.